More chess.
All right. And welcome back to the Mechanics Institute, live from downtown San Francisco or abouts there. Abel Talamantes, chess director, and with me is FIDE master Paul Whitehead and WIM Dr. Alexi Root. Thank you for joining us.
Mm-hmm.
And we're picking up where we left off. This is round 2 of the December Tuesday night marathon, and the games are underway. And let me get to board 1, which is already over.
Wow.
Oh, not another quick win by the Grandmaster.
This-
Where's the resistance?
You know,
Where's the resistance?
And
I do not understand why players are not enjoying themselves. I mean,
their time against the Grandmaster.
yeah, enjoy yourself. Enjoy the experience of playing a great player.
and
Why are you trying to rush through and get it over with?
And here's
It
the
just
game.
doesn't make any sense.
And Gadir in the game chat said you should use your time in rapid games.
Yeah.
Yeah, look at how fast White played. White didn't go 30
Well,
minutes.
this is just silly.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, this is just a massacre.
Wow.
Yeah. It's I don't know, and whatever.
I don't understand the wanting to get it over with like this.
I guess what White can say is, I used less time than the Grandmaster.
That means nothing.
Yeah, I mean, oh
Yeah,
well.
or lack of patience in this will show lack of patience in a few other things.
It could, yeah.
Well, I know for a fact that it does. So, oh well. We move on.
Right.
Board 2, we have Elliot Winslow against Kalen Melville.
Now, once you're at Elliot's, age and experience, you can play chess however you want. You can play it quickly and or take your time or whatever. It's no longer, you can do whatever you'd like.
Both for standings and pairings, you can click on the link that is in the chat. So Gadir had 2 quick matches tonight, just like
Yeah,
nothing.
that's what I'm saying. He had an easy night.
Super easy.
And in another battle of actually,
This looks like a double-edged position with white on the queen side and black on the king side. There's not much yet going on here. We'll see how this develops between Elliot and Kalen.
there's some interesting matches here.
How come Kalen only has his first name up there?
I think it has to do with how they enter their full name on chess.com. So
I see.
where usually people would put their first and last name, Kalen just put his first name, so that's what comes up.
Right. Very clever.
Yeah, wants that anonymity.
Right.
Let's go to board 3, which is Ashik Uzaman against National Master Eric Hahn.
Well, looks like black has a nice game out of the opening, that's for sure.
It's got that pawn right there in the face at d4.
Yeah. I mean, this is nothing to write home. This is a failed opening for white, for sure. I mean, white's just, is struggling to get his pieces out. I guess bishop a3 is coming, so. But even then, it's not going to be attacking anything. So black could just play like rook e8, bishop a3, knight c6. Black has a nice development, no matter what.
And Nin Blizzo is back in the chat and just congratulated us on surpassing 900 followers on
Nice.
the Twitch channel, and I did
Wow.
notice earlier we were at 903. So
That's cool.
nice little milestone. So yeah.
Nin Blizzo, do you play chess as well as the other games?
The other games.
And,
People want to play video games.
Yeah.
The other games.
Chess is now another video game, I guess, right?
It is, and a sport. I mean, it's crossing all those barriers. Another video game, another sporting event.
Right.
And here we have National Master Arun Dixit. This should be a good game to follow against Jonah Bush.
Yeah, this is a complicated struggle here. Of course, White's going to have some pressure down the E file, but very complex for sure. I don't know what's going on in this.
And probably looking to go B3, Bishop B2.
Oh, so Nin Blizzo is knight can jump.
Oh yeah, he's played the arenas and what have you.
Nice.
Let's look at this.
Alexa, you and I are going to have to play in one of these one day.
The
Okay.
marathon for sure.
Yeah.
And here we have Ethan Boldy against Javier Silva. Two tough young players.
Well, Black seems to be doing okay here with the isolated queen pawn and nice piece on d5. So if knight e5, bishop b7, Black is better, a little better.
And then we have the other sibling, Nicholas Boldy, is playing National Master Mike Walder.
I think that's so cool that the families play together on these tournaments. That
Yeah.
happened when you were playing in real life too.
And yeah, the Boldies are regulars at Mechanics, both of them. They frequently were among the last games finishing. So the dad's working in the meeting room while the kids are playing, but
Right.
he's also following the games because we were streaming the games and we had the DGT board, so he'd be working and following their games because Ethan especially always played on a DGT board. So
Right.
Yeah, so that's one of the many benefits of Mechanics membership here on Giving Tuesday is once you're back in person at the club, you can play on a DGT board and have your game broadcast.
and this is the benefit too, is that there's a lot of savings with regards to our tournaments and events online, but it doesn't stop online. Once we're playing live chess again, the exact same savings with regards to live play is also going to take place. So
It was always like that, yeah.
so if you
Discount for Mechanics members.
but it's even
See, I'm
great. It's
thinking-
even greater now.
That's
Yeah.
very cool.
I read about that if you buy someone a Mechanics membership as a gift, you get your own membership extended.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, and actually, we didn't even know about that. We read it for ourselves in a release today, where if you refer someone to the Mechanics Institute, if you're a member and you refer someone, they'll extend you 3 months.
Or if
Nice.
the person joins. No, but it's even better than that. 'Cause I got that email from Mechanics today promoting all these wonderful Giving Tuesday. Here's what it says. We will extend your membership by 3 months for each gift membership you purchase for a new member.
Right.
Oh wow!
I
I
see.
didn't even see that one. So
Yeah,
this isn't
so-
even the referral one. This is
No, so I'm throwing that out there. If someone wants to gift me a Mechanics membership, then their own membership is extended for 3 months, and then I can not just a Mechanics wannabe. I can be an actual Mechanics member.
Yeah, the Chess Cafe it was really fun with Nick Defermian and myself and other masters joining in, and it's very informal, like the Tuesday night marathon commentary. The Tuesday night marathon commentary used to be it can still be quite chess oriented. We've gotten quite chatty about it, and that's my own fault, I think.
Look, Gonzalo likes it. Informal commentary. I think. I think there's a balance. Like when there's an interesting game, obviously we should be saying some things about it. But then I think people also appreciate us talking about other related.
I mean, I can't do it if it's just strictly chess. I know there are some people that want it to stay pure, want to talk about the games, but to me, what makes it more club is that you combine the informal with
combine the two,
the technical.
Yeah, it's like the chess cafe. You're sitting around talking chess and talking about other things.
Yeah.
Like the art of war or something.
There you go. I'm telling you, that's got to be your next article for the newsletter.
Well, I got to get a hold of the book and start finding some analogies. And
actually, as I switch to another game, tell us more about just that fascination with the Art of War by Sun Tzu. Because you were telling me about it earlier, and
like I said, I was reading these quotes from the book, and I was like, every single thing I was reading was applicable to the chess game.
Yeah.
Every single thing. It was just like I was reading a book about chess that didn't mention anything about chess at all.
But it was about chess, except it was about human chess.
Yeah, well, it's about the art of warfare, and chess is a game of warfare. It's a winner and a loser. There's a battlefield. There's your forces and the enemy forces, and and the strategies that you use are similar to warfare. Ambushing, keeping an eye on what your opponent is doing, right? Strengthening yourself in order to be a stronger opponent, taking advantage of your opponent's weakness. I mean, it just went on and on and on. Everything that I was reading about the art of war seemed to be about chess.
I think it could be a newsletter, part 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, where you take some of the concepts.
Right. Well, we can design a whole chess course based on the art of war.
That would be awesome. I think.
I wonder if it's possible. I'll have to get a hold of the book and take a look.
No, you keep saying that, Paul, but if you're a mechanics member, you have access to one of the best libraries in the world, the Mechanics Institute Library. And you can get a physical book from it. Just let the librarians know, and they'll have it ready for you to pick up.
And for all the world that's watching right now, it really does sound like we've contracted Alexi to for as sales, because you're doing a phenomenal job. You're doing better than we do promoting the Mechanics Institute.
I love the Mechanics Institute. That's why I'm angling for someone to buy me the
when was the last time you were there?
Membership.
Do you remember the last time you were there?
Oh, me?
Yeah.
Probably in the 1980s.
80s, wow, that long.
Yeah.
I'm reading Gonzalo's comments, and everybody wants sometimes we're so sophisticated here. We have our technology and a chess club, but there you have something else, and maybe here in San Francisco we're yearning for what you have in Uruguay, a simpler chess community.
I want to go to Uruguay after writing the article with Gonzalo.
Yeah.
I want to check out those street chess locations.
Did you have you seen the movie Midnight in Paris?
I think so. Yeah,
like
isn't that a Woody Allen movie?
Yes, and like one of the parts is, that he, the central character doesn't really like his time, and his favorite time was like,
right
of 100 years ago, right? And
right.
But then
the Belle Epoque, or whatever.
You're right.
Yeah.
Oh no, the Renaissance. So he was in the Renaissance, and then when he was mingling with people from the Renaissance, they were talking about the belly poke. That was the. And so same with us, right? It's like he loves
The
our
grass is always greener.
informal style, and we're like, hey, we want the street life like in Uruguay, And
plus, we can't say we ever won the World Cup.
No, we can't, or even came darn close.
Right.
So tell me about this game, Abel. Who is playing? I don't even know these players, do I?
This is an interesting matchup. So Ako Hidari is he regularly played at Mechanics, strong like 1900 player, and his opponent David Flores. He's one of our coaches who has raw natural talent, but always plays super fast, as you can tell from the clock here in this game.
Yeah, he gained time, and I mean he's like 22 minutes ahead on time. That's crazy.
And this is what he does, but he's capable of playing at expert master level. He just plays fast, and this is his style. There's nothing you can do about it.
Wow. Well, let's see. Right now, that Black Knight is attacked, but the H pawn is still going to be defended even after.
Yeah, but Black's the exchange down here.
Oh, well, that's depressing then. Okay.
Probably not good, although there's still a lot of play left. Tons of play left.
Yeah, and White still needs to get a little bit developed and castled.
And let's take a look at this. This is Sebi Suarez.
Oh, playing, right?
Yeah, he entered round 2. He got a half-point bye in the first round. Mm-hmm. So he is playing Sebi Suarez here.
And Sebi's in one of in my Art of Attack class.
Yeah. He's a young player.
Right.
On the rise.
That's interesting about Sebi is really kind of trying to go for it here on the king side.
Must have been taking this class called the Art of Attack or something.
Yeah. Trying to apply the learning or something.
Seriously.
Well, I would say to Sebi that it would be nice if you had your light squared bishop still, but there's possibilities here. This is it's a game.
And this past weekend we had the Pacific Regional Grade Level Championship on Saturday, a big scholastic event. Sebi won his section. I believe it was grade 4 through 5. He had a perfect 5-0.
And I like that idea of Gonzalez.
The B4?
Maybe B4 if knight C4, knight B3, trying to go into C5. Very complicated. Yeah.
So we should mention Paul's Art of Attack class, which you could get a discount on if you're a Mechanics Institute member.
Of course, it is half over, but it's the start of a book. Classes based on famous books, and we're halfway through the Art of Attack, Vukovic's famous book, and there's so many beautiful chess books, and we're gonna tackle another book after this. I'm not sure.
And I'm putting the link in the chat just so that you can get a sense of what the class is like and what it covers.
And what future classes will be like.
Yeah, because we'll have some new classes down the road, whatever is Paul feels inspired by, whether it's Sun Tzu or Machiavelli or John Rawls or whoever.
Well, I'm inspired by Alexei and people that think beyond the box about chess. I've always had that. One of the things about chess, sometimes when I was a youngster, and then there were these people that were interested in only chess, and they were on their way to becoming the elite players and stuff like that. And then there were people that there was a lot more than just chess, and those people were interesting too. They may not have reached the pinnacle of chess excellence, but they were interesting people and multi-dimensional.
So I'm against my better judgment, I'm covering this game. This is, despite what the name says, this is Max Howe as white against Nicholas Wang.
Okay. So this is a tough
And
a tough matchup.
and I'll cover it for about
Wait,
10
I thought
seconds because I know
Max
Max
Howe's
is
name was-
watching.
I thought Max Howe's name was Joseph Trulzome or something like that.
And that is his screen name. I think this is the name that comes up as his real name, except it's obviously not his real name.
Oh, it's so confusing. Okay.
Yeah, well, Max is a confusing type of fellow.
How old is Max?
I don't know. He's probably around 14. Sometimes you'd think
Okay.
he's 10. Sometimes he
admired
plays
my-
like he's 20. So who knows?
He admired my rabbit one night. Like, I thought maybe he was a little kid admiring the rabbit.
Yeah.
But teenagers can admire the rabbit too, so possible.
Max, stick to your analyzing the games. It can be dangerous to get involved in the chat.
And here we have Arun Dixit and Jonah Bush.
Wow, this is a complicated little game.
And
Yeah. Complicated.
Nice dynamic position for black, I think. With the knight coming into e4. Bishop to c8 was black's last move.
yeah.
I mean, that's
Maybe-
an odd-looking move.
Maybe it was preventing 96, which is coming.
Oh no, well, white's just, no, it's actually gone the other way. Black played bishop c8, then white played knight to g5.
That's what I mean. It was like anticipating that. Like,
He was
like
looking
I'm
ahead.
Uh-huh,
6 before it happens.
right. Although black could have played knight e4. So I see black's pieces going backwards, and that kind of concerns me. You know, I kind of want the pieces to go forward rather than backwards.
Oh, there's a Petrosian position like this, according to Gonzalo.
Yeah, I think I know. I think I might know. Yeah, the structure. But I think that black should have played knight e4 rather than bishop c8.
So let me switch to this game. The position looks interesting to me. This is, although it looks like white is down material. This
White's
is,
just been hanging a couple of pawns.
yeah, it's a couple of
He's
pawns.
now down 2 pawns. He's got to show something for it.
Sort of
Trap the queen or something.
unraveled a bit there.
If he can't trap the queen or
trap.
win some piece
Yeah.
or something, he's just losing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so Mike Walder will probably be 2-0 after tonight. That'll make him happy, I assume.
Yeah, with a tough week next week. And-
Right?
What's that drink you're drinking, Alexi?
Should I advertise it?
Sure.
All right, let me see. Spindrift. It's like a
Spindrift.
sparkling water with lemon in it.
Okay.
Pretty good.
Yes.
Let's check on
Gotta stay
Elliot.
hydrated.
Elliot Winslow and Kaylin Melville.
Wow.
Oh.
Knight g2 is possible.
Yes.
And then rook g1.
Attack
Oh,
on.
Elliot's playing some risky stuff here.
Yeah. Because it's
Knight g2, rook g1, traps the knight. Then comes bishop c6. Maybe that's not good for black. You know, Elliot is always walking on a precipice, you know?
You said that last time, and Abel really
The
liked it.
cliff, yeah, the
Yeah.
cliff.
He's gambling.
I'm shocked at the way these old guys play chess nowadays, you know? Used to be they were more conservative, and now they just do anything, you know?
Well, now they've got the courage now.
How about Kyron's game? That was an interesting game, too.
Yeah, here it is.
Oh, wow. Okay. So,
All right, so we're seeing white fall into positional horror after, for example, if white plays f takes e5 knight e4, and that knight is just such a strong piece. Yeah, and that bishop is a
That's
pawn.
what looks like that is going to happen, Paul.
Yep, that is exactly right.
Just terrific position for black. And, you know, white needs like 20 moves to get an attack going on the H file.
Right.
Yikes. Not good for white, I don't think.
A learning opportunity for white. Let's
Yeah.
go check this game. This is Ashik Uzman and Eric Hahn.
Okay, so there's a threat of knight f7 right now. Whose move is it? It's black's move. Okay.
Black's move, yeah.
All right.
It's interesting. White just played rook e1, but knight f7 didn't work because of rook f7 and bishop takes a1. Okay, so now
We have the threat now, but presumably black can figure out a way to defend against it.
yeah, but if not,
Or maybe not. Maybe it's not so easy because we're hitting the bishop, right? How do we stop knight f7? How are we stopping it?
well, let's see. King g7 is possible, I guess, because if rook takes e5, king takes h6.
Oh, well then we
I
could
think
play-
black is in control here, barely. I'm not sure king g7 is the only way. Even if you lost the exchange to knight f7 check,
Apparently, it's not the only way because
yeah, this is risky. Knight f7 check, rook f7, and then black has two bishops, but the white rooks are, I don't know. King g7 looked a lot better than this.
So we're assuming white's going to try to win the exchange here, right?
Yeah, and then black's going to have two bishops for the for a rook,
Okay,
and then the
Yeah.
white rooks are active,
we're very active.
but and so
You can't play rook takes d2 because of rook f8, which so you played bishop a3,
right.
right? And that also stops rook e7, so it's probably a good move.
Now white should play d4, I think, but then black could actually play rook d4. Oh no, can't play rook d4.
Rook
So
e8
white
check call.
Play d4 here.
Yeah, I like d4 and then d5. Move that pawn.
Yeah, black should have played king g7. This was not the right way to play.
So Nim Blizzo, you are correct according to Paul. It's
I
Nim
think
Blizzo.
so.
And
So,
let's go to this game here. This is
still a long way to go. Huh, look at this.
this is William Sartorio, who
Why is there queen on e8? How'd that? What's that doing there?
against
confused.
Vishva Nanuganda, and
I don't understand how this happened.
it is white to move.
All right, let's try to find the win here, folks, for white, if there is one.
Gonzalez said queen is on vacation on e8. I want to know how it took this vacation. Like, where did it come from? Oh man.
I'm not sure. Can white play? Maybe white tries to draw here with queen e6 check, king h8, and then queen back to e8.
Why would that work? I mean, can't you play something like queen d6 to defend your rook?
And then maybe queen takes rook, queen takes queen, rook e8,
And then king g8?
and then bishop d5 check.
Oh, you have a bishop. Oh, okay. Well, all right. You have a point.
So maybe white should just play for a draw here with queen e6 check, and then queen back to e8.
Wow.
I have a sense, and white did offer a draw just now.
What were the last couple of moves? Maybe
Yeah.
they were probably what I'm talking about.
So
Okay.
So go
Yeah.
there.
What happened here? So rook there.
Oh.
Okay.
Up the game drew.
Oh, well, draw.
Oh yeah, so it was that draw that we were talking about.
Yeah. So but
It looked logical.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, yep, that game was drawn.
Ah,
Yeah, so they did this little dance, Queen E6 and Queen E8. That looks like a
wow.
kind of a fair result.
Wow. Very cool.
And this
Okay.
is Kevin Yanofsky playing Philip Gerstoft, who won the under 1800 section in the last Tuesday night marathon.
Right.
But this Tuesday night marathon is all
It's a little different.
in.
Yeah.
That's what I read. One big section.
One big section. So the under 1800 champ now gets to mix it up with the big dogs.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure. Black needs some tactics here because his position is, if White can start repelling the pieces, but this is a good move with Bishop G4 coming up. Black is seizing the day here.
A little carpe diem, huh?
A carpe diem, yeah.
And today,
Coming,
Giving Tuesday, so you should seize the day and join Mechanics Institute. Get a
Seize,
discount on a Tuesday night marathon.
you need
seize the evening.
seize the membership.
Seize the
Is-
membership. That's right.
And just thank you to everyone that's been following what we've been doing. We've been sort of on the stream off and on since 11 a.m. It's a long day, but it's a lot of fun for us to have and showcase chess events, especially in December, especially given the crazy times we're in. So thank you for hanging with us and playing with us and being a part of the Mechanics Institute. We love what we do, and we hope that you love what we do. It's a pleasure from all of us, the staff, and Alexi. I'm sure we mean it when we say thank you, everyone, for making Tuesdays a really fun evening.
Yeah. If I had to choose between the opening end game or middle game, I would choose to have a good opening, a good end middle game, and a winning end game. That's my choice.
A winning end game.
I know not everybody agrees with me,
Yeah, that's really going out on a limb, Paul. Oh, so funny. Yeah, I'd like to have a good position in every part of the game too.
Right. Culminating in a nice checkmate.
Right.
That's kind of that's where my chess prefers.
And
That's my sweet spot.
Nicholas Wang did defeat Max Howe.
Well, Nicholas Wang won both his games almost as fast as the GM did.
Yeah, watch out for this guy. We've had a lot of young Turks coming out of the club, and the two most recent, I think, have been Hans Niemann and Hosea Stearman, and maybe and of course Eric Lee and Rui Yan. So Nicholas Wang is joining them, I think, pretty soon.
That's a good.
If he hasn't
good company.
already.
Good company.
I did not realize that Hans Niemann was from the San Francisco area. For some reason, I thought he was on the East Coast.
Well, he was here at the Mechanics Institute, playing constantly in the Tuesday night marathon and everything like that. And we called him Niemann the Demon. He was this, brash young kid, come in with his family, and just precocious as anything, and really just confident and a lot of fun to be around. I mean, back in my day they called us annoying, but now
But so I just completely wrong that I thought he was on the East Coast.
They moved to the East Coast, and,
okay.
and basically we knew that they were moving to go to the Marshall Chess Club, and that was
Wow.
that was a huge part of it. I think of the move is that Hans was a talent, and they wanted to develop his talent, and the family could do it. And I think the mom, everybody worked sort of from home or could do what they want. And part of the move was due to wanting I could be completely wrong about this, but
So you see,
Han's closer to the Marshall.
right. So, but he's been out on the East Coast for a while, right? Then
Yeah.
No, not long, or
Hans won he won the Tuesday night marathon like 3 times in a row or something like that, and then they moved to the East Coast.
but that was what I'm saying is that was a couple of years ago at least, right? Because I only know him as
yeah,
a player.
yeah,
Okay.
maybe even more than a couple,
Okay. Yeah.
like 4 years.
I guess when
ago
I
or
became aware of
something.
him, he was already an East Coast player. But that's neat to know that he got his start at mechanics.
Yeah,
Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, I think that he might have been playing before he came to the mechanics, but he became a master and played Elliott and everybody else. All the players that were playing in the Tuesday night marathon.
Hey, you know what you should do then is you should say, "Hey Hans, remember how we mechanics developed you as a talent? Come back and play an arena, just like Arena Crush did." You should invite him to do an arena.
Sure. I mean, I don't know.
We should reach out and see what he says.
Yeah.
Although he's doing his own streams and.
We really enjoyed having Hans out here. He was such a full of beans. That's the way I would describe him at the time.
Yeah, that might be cool because you had Naroditsky out doing some guest commentary for you.
Yeah, and Daniel was before my time. I mean, by the he developed as a player before I came on at the mechanics.
I think Judith and I had a good relationship with him.
Yeah.
Before that. What do you think of here? 2 bishops against rook and pawns.
Yeah, this is complicated. Well, if White can win one of these bishops, I don't know. This is starting. If Black can pick up that B3 pawn and stop the D pawn, then it's going to be curtains for White. Boy, this is complicated, isn't it?
Paul, how are you holding on to that B3 pawn? Like, what is your plan to hold on to that B3 pawn?
I don't see what White can do. Rook A8, King F7. Yeah.
And
this looks tough now for Ashik.
Mike Walder's at 2 out of 2.
Oh, he got his win. Well, he'll join us in the chat then.
Did any world champion ever come to the Mechanics Institute at any
Paul knows
point
this
of their
answer.
life?
Oh yeah.
This one.
I mean, they all came. We have pictures of Alekine playing at the club. We have pictures of Capablanca playing, Smyslov and Sponsky and Petrosian.
We have pictures of them at the club. Yeah.
I played tall at the Mechanics Institute Chess Club in a blitz tournament. But it was only, and Karpov also. But after Karpov, something happened. Cass, we haven't had a world champion except for Hu Yifan came to the club.
Yeah.
So and Wesley So is now the world's Fischer Random champion. But with Kramnik, Kasparov, Anand hasn't been at the club, so there's been quite a hiatus.
Although last year we had Fabiano Caruana came and played an event at the club.
Yes,
which was an awesome evening.
Yeah,
it was part of the Pro Chess League weekend.
And I asked him some silly questions like.
No, it was a great interview. It's on our YouTube channel, that whole event. So you can go to our YouTube channel and look up a lot of our past events. And we're also going to upload the events from earlier today. We'll be uploading it by tomorrow. So if you go to the Mechanics Institute YouTube channel, you can see all of that. And let me put that link in here. So
Smyslov and Spassky.
Yeah.
I made a slideshow. Is that slideshow still able to be seen on YouTube? The about 2 or 3 minute slideshow with that we used to play before the TNM.
I'll have to
And that
check if it's
showed-
on the YouTube channel. It's
That
on,
showed all of our
it's on our computers at
world
work.
champions and
Yeah.
stuff like that.
That would be a good idea to make it a YouTube video.
I think it was. But,
I predicted Mike would come and say hi to us.
hey, Mike.
Hey, Mike.
So you're gonna win this tournament, Mike? And Kyron is crashing through here.
Yeah, Gonzalo, I think Abel just put the YouTube link right above there in the chat, right?
Yes, you click
Yeah,
that
then
link, that
that's the
takes us to our
YouTube channel.
channel. Yep,
So you can just click on that.
yep.
White's going down in a blaze of glory here.
You know, but I'm happy to see that Sebi used almost the max of his time in trying to work through this, and that's really good to see.
Right. That's what you have to do instead of like, okay, I'm playing a Grandmaster. Let's try to get it over with as quickly as possible, which you keep seeing over and over and over again.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Gadir games. Yeah.
Yeah.
Look,
Mike, you just have to toughen up a little bit, I think, and you'll start beating these Grandmasters and other players, other masters and stuff like this. This has gone bad for White, I think.
yeah.
Well,
A4. This is the black pawn is queening, and then it'll be just that's all she wrote. Because nothing is going to stop this pawn from queening.
Yeah, it's got bishop protection on every square.
Yeah, but maybe that position wasn't so great for White after all. You know, I mean, with the two rooks versus the two rooks and the two pawns versus the two bishops, it needed a closer look. But this is the worst thing that could have happened for White.
Yeah, it looks bad.
What do you think of this game, Zaki Barov against Christian Clemens?
People get too afraid to play normally.
They sort of tighten up against the tough player. They don't want to take the risks.
Oh, to just play like they normally
chess,
would.
Yeah.
Well, my advice to any chess player is to play your best game and to play and that's all you can do. You know, I mean, you can't adjust your play on the fly. It just doesn't work. You know. So.
And look at this.
Yeah,
position.
black is clearly better here for sure.
What about Elliot over here?
Okay, so what's going on here? This is another two bishops versus two bishops kind of thing here.
Looks like he's up a pawn.
Yeah, I mean, White's winning this, I think. Although, I mean, I said that too quickly, maybe.
Oh, yeah.
But queen takes f6, yeah.
That is it, yeah.
That's yeah.
That is
Well,
done.
black doesn't even have a move here. It's horrible.
Moving on to Arun Dixit and Jonah Bush. It looks like Arun has gotten the better of some exchange here because he is up.
Yeah, up the exchange. And the black knight, I mean, if the black knight could be on e4 or something like that. Yeah, this is tough. And White's taking pawns, feels confident about taking pawns. Black is looking for a shot. I don't see it.
No fear.
I don't see it. So I'm calling this a win for White so far.
So you're certifying those election results for White.
Good one.
This is Ethan Boldy and Javier Silva.
And white has 47 seconds. Wow.
Yeah.
White's definitely made a bit of a comeback here. Was considerably worse earlier.
Right. Right.
Yeah,
Still a
what?
bit
I think
worse.
white's okay here, but the only problem is white has 47 seconds. But it's maybe a simple position. Maybe white can just play king e2, king e3, and just kind of sit still, right?
Yeah, I don't think black has anything here. I mean, rook h7 and then rook 8 should bring, even if he brought the rook all the way around to the h file, I don't see what he can do. If he takes on d4, white's going to take on b6.
Wait,
Whoops.
he did take on d4, so okay.
Yeah, Kyron won that
He
for
won,
sure.
won that game.
He was winning, yeah.
Mhm.
How about this game with Philip Gerstoft and Kevin Yanofsky?
This is Kevin is a exchange down, and it's not mate yet. So I'm thinking black is better here.
But danger lurking on the king side over there.
Yeah,
How
true.
about Felix? Felix German. That was King Felix.
This is a nice little shot. Knight takes h2. If king h2, pawn h4. That's well seen by
Yeah, that
Felix.
is a very alert, very
So-
impressive.
I guess if knight b5, the queen can go all the way back to b8.
There you go.
And then who knows? Maybe white can exchange everything on c8 and then play knight takes a7, and you have desperado sacks, one on a7 and one on h2. Wow!
That would be kind of cool if the knights ended up looking like.
And that's what it looks like might happen here.
That's pretty cool.
That would be an amazing chess geometry.
Yeah.
Rook c8, bishop c8, and then knight
takes
a7.
That would be very amusing. Yeah. Let's hang in there and see if that happens.
Of course, white can play queen d5. That's probably better, but maybe knight a7. Funny game.
Knight a7 has some points to it because if you don't capture it, then you're playing knight c6 next move.
Oh, Elliot Winslow is in the chat,
And
so he must have won.
He did win his game.
Wow.
Congrats,
So
Elliot.
the usual suspects are winning all their games, right?
Yeah, nothing, no crazy upsets as of yet. I think, yeah, nothing out of the ordinary.
Everyone's buckling down and playing sound chess.
Although next week, the cream's rising to the top, and there'll be some
Right.
good battles.
Well, I'm rooting for Nicholas Wang and Michael Walder because both of them have yet to bust out and win one of these things. So
Mike was suggesting here king takes knight h4 and then f4.
that's actually that looks like a perfectly good approach too. But there's these two pawns hanging, one on d5 and one on a7. So, I don't know.
Should we look at this game here? This does not look good at all.
This is still that same. Well, black's got some. I don't know what black's got. Rook h5 threatens queen h7 check. Maybe
We need your endgame lab skills, Paul, as we look at this game between Ethan Boldy and Javier Silva. What
probably draw.
draw? Is Drosh?
Yeah, I mean black has his own pass pawn coming up on the g file, on the king side. So this would take a bad blunder by one side or the other to lose this.
And all right, let's take a look at Kevin Yanofsky as he's trying to figure a way to keep the pressure on, being down an exchange.
Well, I guess knight e4, but then queen e3. if black gets scared of an attack here. What about f5 though?
Do you think?
Oh, then queen takes g5. Yeah, f takes g6.
Oh, yeah.
That's probably not. Well, that might be something.
Really?
f5, queen
I'll take your
g5.
bishop. I'll play queen takes g5 if you play f5.
And if I take on g6,
I'll take back with my pawn.
and then queen f7 check. Then I guess king h7, and there's nothing.
Because you can't even move your knight to move in because there'll still be a pawn on g6.
G6. Yeah, I mean, yeah, you could throw something in like knight f5 or knight h5, but it looks like there might not be a threat there.
Doing a quick check in this game.
Elliot's making a suggestion on this position.
Now queen e3.
Here I
Yeah.
moved on. Sorry, Elliot.
Oops, sorry. Yeah, switched it up.
It used to be me at the controls.
You've lost control.
I've lost control. That's all right.
Oh, believe
I've
me,
been set free. I've been set free.
I was just saying, you can gladly have it back if you want. It's like, it's exhausting.
Yeah. Well, I need that OBS, that whole experience that you've got, you and Judith are in mission control there.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
We're talking to the world. Yeah, that's right, Richard. You're part of the experience. We're this is big chess here.
Paul likes to make it sound like we're like big corporate chess.
Abel and I work for big chess.
we still don't have our suits on, so we haven't completely been consumed by the monster, right?
Well, I'm moving soon, and I'm gonna get a different backdrop. We're gonna up the game.
Yeah, actually, you're the one that's like big chess. Like you're moving to a new place. You're gonna have like a backdrop.
Oh yeah,
you're gonna have all these.
We're gonna have. We might even have a goldfish in the background.
A goldfish.
That's like the highest level.
That'd be great. Because we've always been complaining, Paul, that you don't have a pet. Because Abel has a dog. I've got my rabbit, who's by the way running around.
She's right over here.
I gotta chase after him. But yeah, if you get a goldfish, you can join the pet club.
Life imitates chess. We've got to get Richard Hack on the show, on the broadcast.
Yeah, absolutely.
He's got a Zoom account. If he wants to join, I enjoy seeing Richard's commentary, but talking to him in person is more of a pleasure for me.
Yeah, I actually spoke with him about a month ago. We had a coffee downtown San Francisco.
And he's been joining the Chess Cafe. He joined the Chess Cafe.
Perfect. And
Elliot says, Paul, that you already have performing cockroaches. Is that true?
No, it's not true. That's slander. I mean, absolute slander.
Tell the truth, Paul.
Richard, did you enjoy the Chess Cafe?
Flea circus.
The flea circus. Yeah. Oh boy.
Well, now look at Kevin Yanofsky here. He's looking like he's got.
Yeah. No, this has gone well for White. Yeah. I think.
You think he's going to have to give the exchange
I don't know. Bishop f6. Black needs to somehow break out here. If Black can open a file. If Black can open a file and get out, he's going to be good.
This is probably the most entertaining game still going. Actually, look at this game with Felix German here. 2 knights against 2 bishops with queens on the board.
Oh yeah, this is pretty yeah. White's nice and well centralized here. Tough position. Maybe bishop to d8. It goes to d6 instead. So that's counterattacking on the g3 square.
Yeah, so maybe you play like knight e4?
Yeah, knight e4. very logical. I think bishop d6 might have been the wrong move. Knight e4 looks very strong to me. Tricky position. I mean, black bishop only has 2 squares where it's not going to get taken. Yeah, Elliot's saying this is just winning for white.
And he's also asking, I think, where are you now and where are you moving to?
Oh, where am I now? I'm in the same apartment in the Tenderloin that I've been in, and we're moving further up the hill. We're moving further up Nob Hill, out of the disaster.
I knew that was coming. Some disparaging description.
I was trying to find the right word. This city, I love this city, but it's let some of its residents down terribly, and especially in this neighborhood, the Tenderloin that I live in. It's, we had somebody from the United Nations come and tour San Francisco and describe San Francisco, this neighborhood as being worse than some of the worst third world countries he'd been in.
Wow, really?
So
that's not good.
I'm not saying anything that's new or even
It's out there.
inflammatory. It's just a statement of fact.
Well, it looks like white's trying for something here.
Yeah. And if rook f8, what happens then? Rook b3 or something tricky?
Yeah, I think you'd have to maybe try rook b3, but I like your idea of rook f8. That seems like the best try here.
I don't think white wants to trade rooks. Rook
No,
f8.
I don't think so either.
I don't think white wants to trade rooks, but
So rook f8, rook b3. I agree with you that that's what should happen. I don't think black's going to want to allow rook f7. So rook f8. Yeah, it's been
this is not
traded rooks.
Oh, why didn't black take back with the king? Well, as usual, they're playing too fast for me.
That was played really fast, but there is a reason for that. I mean, one player only has 20 seconds, so.
Oh, okay.
Now,
I tend not to pay enough attention to that stuff.
Now, is the d5 pawn gonna cause problems here?
That's the $1 million question here. It might. I mean, it's
Pass. Elliot's excited. He's like, pass D pawn.
Yeah. No, Elliot, you're absolutely right. For once. No. Bishop e7
instead of bishop c7, I guess.
Yeah, that made more sense.
I think he's right, because that would have kept the king out too.
Right.
Yeah. Maybe he was worried about bishop f7.
Boy, this is just, there's been some really complicated endgames that we've seen that have involved bishops in this round.
Oh.
So he might have played the rook to the wrong. Oh, well, this is just white walked right into this.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's why he wanted the bishop on the other square.
And played it instantly.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, the guy does have like 1 second, so
Yeah.
This is now a straightforward win for black.
Right. Yeah. I kind of liked rook b6. That sort of shut down any hope for white there.
But look at this. They traded the queens off the board in this game.
Yeah, but somebody ended up a piece ahead.
Elliot, I didn't understand your Tenderloin joke. So that's what it's hard to appreciate it. I didn't understand it.
Look at the.
Where was your Tenderloin joke anyway?
You have to scroll up, I guess.
Yeah. So this is probably going to end in a draw. I imagine it should.
And Judith, just checking. I have 4 games still going up, but I know there were a few other games that I didn't get to pull up. How many total are still going? If you hear.
Yeah, if Judith's listening. But for everyone out there, Tuesday, Giving Tuesday, is coming to an end. So if you haven't joined Mechanics, this is a great day to show your support. Giving Tuesday.
Thank you so much, Alexi. I'm like so tired right now. I can't even make an
This is
appeal.
White is played for the loss here.
Oh, look at that.
So
I think White's losing now. I mean, Black can play G2 or G takes F2, and then just sack his rook for the queen and make his
G2
own
though.
queen.
Was that just like a total?
Well, White should have gone the other way with King G1 and King H2 instead of playing King E1 and King G2. So this is just losing.
So Richard's asking if you did a dance marathon. It was more of a chess marathon.
Yeah, never a dance marathon. Not even a dance. Not even a dance walkathon. I haven't even done
Do
that.
they still have? They don't have dance marathons anymore. That's just, Richard just showing how old he is.
That's funny.
They're probably illegal, right? Because people got tired and passed out or took drugs to stay awake.
Yeah, now
Right.
now it's a health risk, and you don't want to get
Right.
sued. So you don't
Right?
even have
Yeah. Actually, they're called raves. That's what they're called.
Yeah,
right?
the modern rave is the old dance marathon.
Yeah, the modern rave is like, wasn't that a movie? They shoot horses, don't they? Right? That was about a dance marathon, I think.
Is that right?
Yeah, an old movie. This might be. Who knows what's going on here? I guess King H3 and Black's King should.
Black's King
That
can.
is it right there.
This
Oh.
is quite
They should
the
block with
game
Queen
here,
G4.
folks.
Oh, or this should work too, right? For Black, Black should be winning.
It looks like it, but who knows? Maybe there'll be some crazy stalemate or something.
Oh, well, that'd be fun.
And people have
Got
even.
it. I think Black's
Yeah.
winning.
No, but wait a minute. So what is? Oh, yeah.
Can't you just play King takes F2?
Queen D4 check.
So?
Queen G4 check.
Oh, you think it's a perpetual?
How about King F1? Oh, then Queen C4
Queen
check?
C4.
I don't know if
Queen
it is or
C4.
not. I mean, I doubt it.
I'm saying I'm agreeing with the chat, although I said it.
Oh,
King takes F2 is better, right? Well, now this was.
This looks like it wins. Yeah.
Oh,
that's
now our
it.
king's hiding
no
though.
checks.
Yeah,
more
well
checks.
done.
No
well
more
done.
checks.
Oh, there it goes.
Queens are gonna get traded.
And Javier Silva
Wow.
closes the show.
Tough game.
So this
Tough game.
is the last game I have up here. Look at this.
The last game. Wow.
That's a cute move, hiding behind the pawn
Yeah.
like that.
That's sort of like our last game we were just looking at, a little hiding behind the pawn theme.
This is a draw, I think. This pin doesn't work here. The black king needs to be a lot closer. It's too far away. If it was at C5 or something, it would be a win. But the king is too far away. If the black king was one square, it was within the box there, it would be a win. But it's. That was very cleverly played by White, keeping
Yeah.
the king by not taking the ball. Although I think that might have drawn
No,
too.
this should be winning for Black, right?
I don't think so. Oh, yes.
Yeah, you play. Come on, Paul. This is a known position.
This is
After-
like-
You're absolutely
Like
right.
Queen
Queen
F6
F6
check.
check.
Wow.
Yeah.
Felix
This is known.
Felix declined to draw. Yeah.
Who did? Who declined to draw?
Black declined to draw.
Oh, Black
Well,
did.
yeah,
Yeah, Black's
well,
winning.
Black's winning.
Black's winning.
Now it's
Yeah,
one.
no, no, you're right. You're right, Alexi.
Yeah, this
Now
is a
King
known
C6.
maneuver. This whole thing, and now, yeah.
Doesn't it
Yeah.
have a name like the staircase or something?
It has the
Or
yeah.
just the winning? That's, yep.
Yeah, you always drive the king in front of its own pawn.
Very nice.
And mate.
Right.
Nicely done by
My
Felix.
brain is turned to mush.
Elliot's criticizing you too, because yeah, this is a known endgame.
Well, I was trying to figure out which way the pawns were going.
Okay, well that's a good.
Break.
See,
That's a good.
one of the beauties of my position is that I get excused for not knowing anything about end games or, you know, having no titles for playing chess whatsoever. All right, so
I have no excuse except for that I thought the pawns were going the other
We're
way.
going the other way.
Chief TD, are there any more games going? Because all the games I had up are done. There's a chance there may be one more game out there still going on a lower board, but all finished.
Oh wow, it went by so fast.
And let me put
You're having fun.
let me put the link in the chat. Pretty soon we will have the standings update right there, and we will stay on to follow those developments as they happen. And what a day! What a day! What a night! We started off, Judith and I, at 11 with a launch where we were just talking about what was going to happen during the day. Then we had a blitz event at noon that Paul, Judith, and I were covering. Then I interviewed our mechanics CEO, Kimberly Scrofano. And then the UC Berkeley chess team came into an arena, and a couple of players joined Judith in streaming it while I took my mom to a doctor's appointment. And then Nick and Paul
Chess Cafe.
did the chess cafe. Then we had a fantastic arena with Grandmaster Irina, the reigning U.S. Women's Champion and 8-time U.S. Women's Champ. And then we were lucky she came into the Zoom after it was done with Paul and Alexi and I, and it was a fantastic interview. We'll put that up on YouTube. And we just finished rounds 1 and 2 of the Tuesday night marathon. The day seems extremely long. I am wiped out, but wouldn't change anything. It was fantastic. And a special thank you to our Chief TD, Judith, who is in the back. Got all the pairings, handled all the little issues, and did a lot of stuff behind the scene to make everything look easy when it's really not. So thank you to Judith for all the hard work, and thanks Alexi and Paul for the commentary, because it's colorful. I think we got a great dynamic going, and it's a lot of fun. If it were not for you two, I would have been asleep on the broadcast.
I just feel like I was schooled the whole time.
Well, just on this last one, Paul.
Yeah.
My endgame lesson on this.
Hey, you know we're
I was thinking of the bishop pawn.
Right. You're absolutely right. If it's a bishop
the middle
pawn,
pawn's
if it's
always a win.
No. If it's a bishop pawn or a rook pawn, then you can get yourself stalemated.
Right.
If it's any other pawn, this is
Right. Right.
and we have
Yeah.
the standings update, and with 2 points is Gadir Gusenath, Elliot Winslow, Eric Hahn, Arun Dixit, Kirit Panoganti, Michael Walder, Christian Clemens, Javier Silva, Akko Hidari, Felix German, Nicholas Wang, and Philip Gerstoft, all with 2 out of 2. 1.5, there are a few players, including FIDE Master Kyron Griffith. So,
Wow.
yeah.
Next Tuesday.
Next Tuesday, and we had a couple more players join the marathon, so they'll be in next week. It looks like we're going to get to 60 players.
Is that a new record for y'all?
It is for the Tuesday night marathon online.
Wow. Congrats.
We were getting over 100 every Tuesday night marathon at the club
Live.
Wow.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun.
for years.
Yeah, that's very impressive. Well, I've enjoyed, as I've said before, I've enjoyed this broadcast when I was spectating back when it was live at the club and Paul was at the controls and doing such a great job.
I miss those days.
Yeah.
And hopefully they're
This has
coming
been
back
fun,
soon.
too.
Yeah.
So, thank you everyone for an amazing day of chess. And for those of you still following, we'll upload the videos to YouTube. And you can check it out tomorrow at your leisure. And I think we're going to throw our support to Kimmy Lou. And everyone, thank you for watching. I'm Abel Talamantes. Dr. Alexi Root, Paul Whitehead, Judith Starry.
Bye, everybody.
Bye, everyone. And
Thank you.
we will see you again next week. 2 more games on Tuesday night. And yeah, we can't wait.
Come join us for the Chess Cafe next Monday
Monday. Watch
at 4 o'clock.
Bring your own.
Wait a minute. 5 o'clock?
5 o'clock or
4 to
o'clock?
5:30.
4 to 5:30, and bring your own coffee.
Right. 4 to 5:30.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.
And
Right.